Beth.
Thank you. Thank you, Keir Starmer. Part of your pitch today seems to be to try to energise apathetic voters, but beyond the rhetoric in that speech, and there was lots of it, when you get to the nuts and bolts of a Labour government, on public services you say money's so tight you won't invest. On tax you more or less ape the Tories, and you seem to be ditching your one big idea, which is big money for green investment. Your entire pitch seems to be vote Labour to see the back of the Tories. Isn't there a danger that voters will see you not as a leader of change, but one who's overly cautious and timid and who turns them off?
Well, Beth, I think if you look at this distinction, the change that we're offering, the difference that we want to make, between 14 years of decline and a decade of national renewal, they were two fundamentally different things. And underpinning the decade of national renewal, these are not just words. I've set out over the last 12 months 5 national missions that we will seek to achieve over the period of the next Labour government. And they are really ambitious. The idea that there's no change, the highest sustained growth in the G7, felt with living standards improved across the whole of the country, that's huge. Nobody says to me that that's a minor difference. It's a huge, huge difference. Clean power by 2030. There'll be lower bills, energy security, the next generation of jobs. Nobody says to me, that's no different to the Tories. They say, how are you going to achieve it? When we say we want safer streets, within which we are committing to halving violence against women and girls, no government or opposition has ever committed to that before. And I know from my work as Chief Prosecutor just how hard that is. Nobody says to me that's no difference. If it's the opportunities that our children need, the skills they need, nobody says that's no different. And whether it's the NHS that is, not just on its knees, on its face at the moment, being picked up and made fit for the future, nobody says to me that's no different. These are huge, fundamental differences. And the power this year is with the voters to vote for that change. So I think there's a huge, clear distinction here. We've set out our case in terms. It is very clearly the risk of going on with 14 more years of this decline, or turning our face to the task of national renewal. And that, I think, is a fundamental difference in politics. Thank you, Beth.